Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Kris. This is my program Through the Prism of Chrism. That's through the lens or the prism of my iPhone to bring you the Word of God. And this week we are sharing on my mini book, The Model Prayer, looking at the Lord's Prayer. And today we come to that passage that says, lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil or from the evil one. Now, this starts with a capital P. We've been eating our P's. That would be protection. We need divine protection. Don't lead me there. So, what have we learned so far in this study? Number one, connect us. Our Father, which art in heaven. Connect me with a family. Connect me with a Father. Not only connect us, inspect us. When I say, hallowed be thy name, I'm searching my heart as I look into the holiness of God. It's self-examination. Inspect us. And then direct us. Your kingdom come, your will be done, Lord. Direct us into the will of God. And then perfect us. Give us this day your daily bread. Listen, that bread speaks of the Word of God and daily revelation that leads us into divine perfection. And then correct us. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Listen, there are things in our lives that need to be corrected. But today, protect us. Lead us not into temptation. I want to share several things today. First of all, everyone is tempted. No one is exempted. 1 Corinthians 10 and 13 says, there is no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. In other words, what I face, you face. What you face, the other guy faces. All of us face temptation. Everyone's tempted. No one is exempted. The Apostle Paul, 1 Thessalonians 3:3 says, lest the tempter tempt us. Jesus was tempted in Hebrews 4 and 15, in all points tempted like as we are, yet without sin. And in Hebrews 4 and verse 1, he was led into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. Listen, he faced Satan head on in temptation. Second, I want you to see that this has less to do with guidance and more to do with avoidance. What do you mean guidance? When we say lead us not into temptation, that's kind of a misnomer. Really, it's a theological issue because he's not the one leading you there. You're the one that's straying with your evil propensity to go there. James 1 and 13 says, let no man say when he's tempted, I'm tempted of God, because God can't be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he anyone. So we say, lead us not into temptation. Really, Jesus said in the Garden of Gethsemane, pray that you enter not into temptation. You're the one that's going there. It's not God that's taking you there. In fact, the word led, and the word let have very similar roots. So what he's saying, we're not being led into temptation, but don't let us go there, Lord. I know my heart wants to go there. My flesh wants to go there, rather. Don't let it happen. I'm not going there. Everybody say that. Let's not even go there, okay? Not guidance so much as it is avoidance. Avoid temptation. So third, you're less likely to be tempted if you stay away or avoid what is tempting. If you're an alcoholic and you go to Applebee's, ask for the corner booth to eat. Don't hang out around the bar, okay? If you're a chocolaholic, don't go to the Russell Stover's candy outlet because you're just going to be tempted. And if you're a gambling addict, you say, well, I'm going to the casino because I want to just enjoy the mega buffet. Stay away from the mega buffet. You can go to Golden Corral and have that need met in your life, okay? Number 4, the problem isn't so much temptation as it is hesitation. You know, when Eve was tempted, she couldn't help that, but her problem is that she stood around and listened to the lure and the lie of the devil, and that's when the problem came, was hesitation. In Genesis chapter 19, verse 16, while Lot lingered, the angel of the Lord grabbed his hand and pulled him out of Sodom. In his time of hesitation, his wife had the time to look back, and when she lingered, then she was defeated. Joseph didn't linger. He didn't hesitate. When that cougar put a move on him, he left his coat in her hand. Listen, he lost his coat, but he didn't lose his conscience. He looked for the nearest window and he leaped out the window. You see, when temptation comes, God will make a way of escape. It might be a door, it might be a window, it might be prayer, but there is a way out. And listen, you have to be like Wendy Bagwell when he was at the snake handling church. If there's no door, that he said, reckon where they want one. Because if you'll make a door and flee fornication, flee idolatry, flee youthful lust, God will make a way of escape that you may be able to bear it. Kris here, hope you're enjoying this series on the model prayer. Tune in tomorrow. Like if you like, share this with a friend, and we'll see you again.